In 2018, one of the most powerful brands in the world made a decision that looked like corporate suicide. Nike chose controversy, not quietly, not accidentally, but deliberately. The company featured former NFL quarterback Colin Kaepernick as the face of its Just Do It anniversary campaign. Most people won't comment. If this surprised you, type what shocked you the most. Like it so this story doesn't die here. Subscribe, because the next one will hit even harder. At that time, Kaepernick was one of the most polarizing figures in America. He had knelt during the national anthem to protest racial injustice, sparking nationwide debate. Within hours of the campaign launch, social media exploded. People burned Nike shoes. Hashtags calling for boycotts began trending. Nike's stock dipped almost immediately. Analysts warned this could cost billions. Why would a global brand walk straight into political fire? At first glance, it looked reckless, but it wasn't. It was calculated. By 2017, Nike was still dominant, but cracks were starting to form. Growth in North America was slowing down. Younger consumers were shifting their loyalty, and competitors were gaining cultural relevance. Adidas, for example, was rebuilding its image through street culture and celebrity collaborations. Gen Z was becoming a powerful consumer force, and this generation, well, they expected something different. They didn't just buy products, they bought identity. Research showed that younger audiences were way more likely to support brands aligned with their values. Silence was no longer neutral. In fact, silence meant irrelevance. Nike understood something really critical. Staying safe might protect short-term sales, but it would slowly erode long-term cultural power. So the company faced a strategic decision: play neutral and just fade into the background, or take a stance and strengthen loyalty among its future customers. Nike chose the second option. But honestly, the strategy was deeper than it appeared. The campaign didn't just randomly select a controversial figure, it selected a symbol. Colin Kaepernick represented resistance, sacrifice, and belief. The headline read, "Believe in something, even if it means sacrificing everything." That message reinforced Nike's core identity. For decades, Nike had positioned itself as the brand of rebels, risk-takers, and rule-breakers. From athletes who defied expectations to icons who challenged norms, the company consistently aligned itself with individuals who pushed boundaries. This campaign fit that pattern perfectly. So, here is where the strategy becomes clear. Nike's core growth market was not older, conservative consumers. It was actually urban, global, digitally native youth. Data suggested that this demographic, largely supported Kaepernick's stance. The outrage was loud, but honestly, it was not necessarily coming from Nike's highest growth audience. The boycott created headlines, and those headlines created global visibility. That visibility, in turn, strengthened brand loyalty among target consumers. In the end, controversy became marketing fuel. Within days of the backlash, something unexpected happened. Online sales surged. Digital revenue spiked after the campaign launch. Nike's stock recovered and later climbed to record highs. The brand had transformed tension into traction. Modern branding is no longer about pleasing everyone. It is about owning a position. In a fragmented world, neutrality feels invisible. Clarity feels powerful. Nike did not try to win every customer. It focused on winning the right ones. And that decision strengthened its long-term brand equity. Nike did not accidentally profit from controversy. It engineered it. The company analyzed its audience, understood cultural momentum, accepted short-term volatility, and made a calculated bet on the future. This is not about politics, it is about positioning. Most people won't comment. If this surprised you, type what shocked you the most. Like it so this story doesn't die here. Subscribe, because the next one will hit even harder. The real power move in business is not avoiding tension. It is knowing which tension aligns with your identity. In a world driven by attention, what is riskier? Standing for something or standing for nothing? That decision might define the future of any brand.